folks. Soundbar Live with Mela. I'm your host with Mela. It's our happy hour edition summer series. As you can see, once again, we are out here kicking it. I have a new face, a new masked face to my left. Ajezeo, how are you?
Mela, I'm doing good. How you doing?
He speaks. He speaks. But he started with the mask. So what's that all about?
Oh man, the mask is a long story. Maybe
Long story?
Once we sit down and
we can get into that.
We get into all the drinking and the enjoyment.
Right.
We'll tell that whole story.
We'll get into that. All right, well, first and foremost, let's get into it. So today we're making a Hennessy margarita. All right, that's for all the Negroes. Hennessy margarita. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of do this to I, right?
That's one shot? Oh, double shot. Okay. That's how
You
we
seem like
feel
a man
tonight.
who likes that. Okay.
Put some hair on my chest.
Look, you got a hell out of hair. You probably got a lot of hair. All right, here goes a little bit of something. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. It's my shit. All right, we got that one. Put a little lime juice. We need ice. There.
Lime, okay.
Little
I see
lime.
it. All right.
Got us a little simple.
Let's see. That's
One.
water for dilution. What is this one?
Simple syrup. What you do is you take a little sugar, you take a little water, hot water, mix it together, it gives you a simple syrup. It's your sugar in liquid form. All right, we're gonna run over here and get a little ice. We're gonna shake this bad boy. All right, here we go. Shake it up. Ow. You ever had a Hennessy margarita before?
Never in my life have I ever
First
had
time?
anything,
How
so
old that?
let
But
me
do you
see.
like Hennessy?
I love Hennessy. Hennessy is my go-to.
If you don't like it, you can't really say shit. You gotta just say it's still good, okay?
I'm just saying it in my
It's
mouth.
called a TV show. I'll put a little ice in this for you.
Okay.
Whoop.
Even though I prefer it neat. I prefer neat.
But it's a margarita.
Okay, no problem.
I'll give you a little lime garnish. Get on there, baby. Have a drink.
Yeah, she made it very pretty for me.
Wait. You gotta wait for me. My garnish isn't working. We'll just throw it in there. All right, cheers.
Cheers. See how much more I have than her. She wants to see me today.
That's good as a motherfucker. Put that in your mouth. Oh, he likes it. He wants another. Okay. Talking about. Fuck with that.
Let's go.
Aja?
Aja.
He told me his nickname was Aja.
Yeah, you have to know my name.
You said your nickname. I got the first shit right. Aja. Okay. Aja.
Yes.
We are going to take a minute. We're going to go ahead and go to some of your material, a little video, a little music, so we can get what you do.
For sure.
Then we're going to come back and sit down and have a nice little conversation so we can find out about the man behind the mask and the beard. All right, we're back here with Aja.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, indeed.
I'm saying things right these days.
You got it right.
All right, cool. So, where are you from? Because I'm sure everyone's peeping the accent. And they probably want to know what that is, and just the whole vibe of your music is a little different than what we're used to here in Atlanta.
I'm Nigerian, from Ebonyi State, Nigeria. Stand up, Uburu town.
Turn
We're
up.
here. But my family came down here and my brothers and I, we were all born here in the States.
Really?
Okay, yeah, so that's kind of the story of us. So I'm an American citizen here, but we're all Nigerian.
So your music, how would you really describe what you're doing?
You know, Mela, the thing about where we're going right now is that I'm privileged to be well versed on the African side and
Yeah.
also on the Western culture here in America. So it's easy for me to go in and out of from pop R&B
Right,
to
right,
an
right.
Afro beat. So my team came together and said, well, let's just make it Afro pop.
Okay. Which
And
is
so that's
something
a
that
new
we don't.
genre.
This is a new thing. It's a new genre, and
You don't know.
you're totally in the works of spearheading something that we've not seen before.
That's correct. That's correct. And hopefully you like it. Maybe
I
I'll take
like
you to Wakanda or something.
Take us to Wakanda. Well, take us then. So your video, One Life, talks about overbearing parents, which we found was interesting because in America, I don't know if that's really that's a different concept for us. Just because I think a lot of us, we just don't. I guess some people may have that issue, but not so much that we would that we identified. I think in the way that I feel like other cultures would. So could you explain? Is that something that you know from your own personal experience, or are you speaking to cultural like stereotypes, or what made you create a song about that?
Yeah, I think it's everything you just said, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a little insight into African community. A successful man is a man that has more money than his wife can ever spend.
Okay.
And in return, a successful woman, traditionally, it's starting to change now because more and more women are seeing so much success.
Right.
But traditionally, traditionally, the successful woman is one that finds that kind of man. Okay, so now when you think about that idea and you talk about the family aspect, your family name is so important in our community to represent it very well. So our parents, our parents' parents, our parents' parents have always put pressure on the children to succeed in life.
Show up, be something.
To be something, to overachieve. And so that's why you see if you go to a family reunion of Nigerians or any West African country, you'll see a plethora of doctor this, lawyer that, engineer that. But now that we're coming into a new age where our parents are, coming from Africa to here, they push us into these industries and professions because that's all they know. That's what they know to be successful.
And so a profession in the arts maybe is not something...
It's frowned upon.
It's like, what you doing, why you singing, why you dancing.
Exactly.
You need to take your ass down to get you go to Emory, see what's up, get this degree, and make my family proud. And so, and you're taking, and because you're an artist. Arts
has always been inside of me. Ever since I was a kid, my parents used to play the James Browns and the Prince and the Michael Jackson and the Janet, and I would sing and dance. I remember when I was a kid, my dad would always have his friends over, on Friday, Saturday to the house, and they would be up late, but my bedtime was 9 p.m. So while I'm sleeping, my dad will call me down to come and start dancing and singing for his friends so they can enjoy it. Obviously, they're pounding on Heinekens, and it's a good time. So I said that to say this. The arts has always been in me. However, when I graduated college, obviously, my dad wasn't completely supportive of me doing music. Why? Because we became popular in the African community here in the States, but we weren't profitable.
Right.
So since we're not profitable, now my dad, once I graduated college, my parents weren't paying my bills anymore. I know a lot of you Africans out there, all of my people, you know how it is. Once you finish college, now they push you out and say, go and continue. So I had to get to reality. I had to
So you had to get a job.
Career. I had to get a job. So I started, and so I went into financial services. I graduated with a business finance degree. So I spent 8 years in financial services. I ended up starting my own practice, and I worked with most of the Nigerian Physician Association. So I had a huge portfolio of assets under management.
Well, you really just fell into that. You have a huge portfolio of assets, and you really went into that. So that's a real world for you.
Yes.
And you've been very successful.
And
now you're taking that same discipline, same work, and you bring it over to your music because this is your passion, right?
Right. Well, what happened was I had a fallout with management. And when you're managing people's life savings in the stock market, you can only imagine the amount of stress that's there. So because this is what people, this is all they have to their name and they're trusting you. So you can only imagine the dark circles under my eyes and the stress.
Right.
And then before I knew it, I looked up in the mirror. I was 25 pounds overweight. I wasn't doing the things that I identified myself as all my life.
Right.
And then I asked myself, is this life?
And so that's the moment that
And that's the moment.
Well, I totally think I think that it's important that one is true to themselves, and I think it's really cool that you've been able to do that, and the music is really cool, and what I heard is great. And if you look at, I mean, you saw the video, you see what he looks like. He's a tall drink of black water. So there's that. So here's a question for you. We're gonna wrap it up with this last question. If your music was a drink, what would it taste like?
So if it was a drink, it would be a Long Island.
Ah, damn, you a drunk.
It would be a Long Island, because Long Island has about 7 different liquors inside of it.
True.
So think about that as flavors. So
Crazy flavors.
exactly. So once we release the EP, once you hear the EP and the album, you'll hear R&B, you'll hear American pop,
You'll hear everything.
Afro beats. You'll hear so many different things all infused into it.
So where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram, especially at Ajezeo, Ajaezeo. The O is my last name, Ono.
Well, folks, like you see, Ajezeo is an amazing guy, great stories, great energy, great music, and he's Long Island iced tea. Thank you for tuning in. The shit melted because it's hot out here. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week. Soundbar Live with Mela. Happy Hour edition. Peace.
I'm strong, I'm physically fit. Slow and baby wine tintin. Me and you like 5 and 6. I want your loving, no receipt. Oh baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. You they make me